I like to start my mornings lately with Wim Hof breathing. And if you have never heard of this, let me know in the comments and I will share the technique with you. But I'm really excited about this because I've heard it is incredible for PTSD, anxiety, depression. So I'm trying it out and really loving it so far. Good morning, my beautiful friends. I've just returned from the gym. I just did my breathing. It was wonderful. I'm feeling really good and happy. I thought today I would show you what I eat in a day and also how to structure a vegan meal. So a lot of people, when they come off of eating animals, they are still used to this mentality that meals should be structured around protein. This is really false because protein is actually really harmful for your body. Not when we're talking about plant protein. Those studies show that that's totally healthy. But when we're talking about animal protein, of course, if you're deciding to put that away out of your diet, then you already feel good about that. You already know that you don't want to be eating animal protein. And even still, in a plant-based diet, the majority of calories should be coming from carbs. And it's so funny because like so many people I talk to and my clients and stuff, the first thing they say when I ask them, what do you want to change about your diet is, I want to stop eating so many carbs. And it's like, dude, carbs are a lot of things. Like carbs can be like brown rice and they can be Coke. Lumping all these different foods into one category is just kind of silly and it doesn't make sense. So when you think of carbs, just think of whole carbs like sweet potatoes or whole grains like brown rice pasta or brown rice. Those foods are super healthy and actually they're even healthy for weight loss and for diabetes, surprisingly, right? But I'm gonna link a really awesome article that I read by Dr. Michelle McMacken where she talks about why she actually recommends all her diabetic patients to eat carbs. So carbs are awesome, and when you're structuring your vegan meals for the day, just think of structuring them around carbs. They're going to take the major portion of your food. Protein is not something to worry about at all. It's just kind of going to be there, like you're going to get enough protein. You don't need to calculate it or make sure of it because every single food has protein. This includes even fruit. So as long as you're eating a good variety of food, you'll get enough protein, don't worry. Carbs are the center, and then fats are like the little addition to your meal. So fats help you actually absorb nutrients from the carbs, especially from things like greens and beans and stuff like that. You just need a little bit of fat. So that's basically our plant-based plate. Now, what do I mean by carbs really? It's either starches or fruits. And I personally choose a high raw vegan diet. So I base 2 of my meals, typically my breakfast and my lunch, around fruit, and then I do dinner around starches. But you can totally switch that up. It's totally up to you. You can base all of your meals around starch. I think starch is awesome. It's really important to include in your diet. But if you want to go the fruit route or the starch route, it's totally up to you. And I have a really, really good blog post that I wrote for all of you, and it's going to be linked in the description. And in the blog post, I talk about how to structure your meals, and I also have in there a PDF with 10 steps of how to do it with really good examples, ideas for you for different vegan meals, making this super, super easy, healthy, delicious, most importantly, right? It's healthy and yummy, whole food, plant-based diet work for everybody. So now, with that being said, let us get into breakfast. For dinner, we had this super delicious sushi bowl. So I soaked this brown rice and rinsed and drained it, and then I'm gonna cook it in some water. And once it's pretty much almost done, you can add your soybeans, edamame, aka. And I'm making a huge amount, by the way, because I always like to do this so that I have it to use for other days of the week. And now we're gonna put it all together. So we have some gorgeous purple cabbage, and I'm just putting some brown rice vinegar on it. And then I have this really cool wasabi sea salt. If you don't have it, don't worry. You could just use a little bit of wasabi paste and salt. And all the delicious veggies. I'm gonna write out everything for you in the description. Some purple sweet potatoes, some Japanese sweet potatoes, the brown rice that I just cooked. This was really amazing. By the way, I had like way more than you can see. I actually kept adding rice at the end, so I had a lot of this. It was delicious, but I still have a lot of rice left over even now. And then I'm adding the edamame, and then I'm adding some wakame, which is a delicious seaweed. It gives it such a nice flavor, and it's a genius way to have your iodine. And I also have some pickled ginger. I'll write out for you how I make it in the description box. It's really, really good. And the avocado. And this is a great sriracha that's a very good alternative to the regular stuff because it's sugar-free. It's actually fermented, so you're getting lots of good nutrition. And then some Foods Alive black sesame seeds to make it pretty, of course. This was an incredible dinner. I absolutely loved it. So it's currently 7:30 and I'm still a little bit hungry because I didn't technically have lunch, which usually is just fruit, but I had breakfast really late, so I'm gonna have lunch right now. And it's kind of the same as dinner. It's actually very starchy this time. I usually go more fruit based, but it's all good. And it's kind of a bedtime snack almost. It's brown rice with edamame, the hot sauce, and then these flax seed sprinkles. They're super good from Foods Alive. They make everything taste so good. So I'm very excited about this. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions about planning vegan meals, I'm always here for you. Let me know in the comments, and let me know your favorite meals. Are you a starch person or a fruit person? I would love to hear. Have a wonderful night and a wonderful week, and I will see you soon.